This video will show you step-by-step instructions on how to install a resistor for the rear turn signals in this 2002 Chevy Tahoe to stop the hyperflashing. The tools needed for this install are a Phillips head screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and a drill. Starting with the tailgate open, you can see the two Phillips screws holding in the light housing. We can remove those screws and pull the assembly straight back to remove it. The turn signal LED bulb that is hyperflashing is the one here on top. Turn the bulb counterclockwise to remove it. We will be installing a 50 watt 6 ohm load resistor for each side. Each pack comes with 2 resistors and 4 T-taps. Begin by gently prying open the T-taps to make this installation a little easier. This is a fairly simple 3156 single filament circuit, so there are just 2 wires to deal with. If you have a dual filament socket with 3 wires, there's a good chance that the 2 outside wires are the target circuit to add the T-tap. Please check out our video on how to test to find the turn signal light circuit. Add a T-tap to each wire coming out of the turn signal. Hold the T-tap while you insert one end of the resistor wire into the open end of the T-tap. Squeeze the T-tap with pliers to lock it all in and close the cap. Now you can do the same with the other T-tap. Insert the other end of the resistor into the T-tap, then squeeze shut with pliers and close the cap. Return the turn signal socket back into the housing and turn it clockwise to lock it. Now you will be able to accurately measure where you can mount the resistor. The resistor will get very hot, so it's important to mount it on something metal out of the way of any wires or plastic. This spot here looks good. Mark the spot and drill a small hole. The included mounting screw is a size 6. Screw the resistor into place and you're ready to put back the light assembly. We recommend you test everything before putting it back together. One way to test is to gently touch the resistor to feel if it gets warm, but be careful, it can get very hot. Replace the 2 screws holding in the light assembly and we're ready to move on to the other side. Remove the 2 screws and pull out the light assembly. Turn the top bulb counterclockwise to unlock and remove it. Open the T-taps and install them, one on each wire coming from the light socket. Add the wire from the resistor into the open slot on the T-tap. Squeeze shut and close the cap. Add the other end of the resistor wire into the other T-tap, squeeze and close. Return the socket back into the housing and find a secure spot to mount the resistor and mark it. Drill a small hole and use the included screw to mount the resistor. Return the housing back into place and replace the 2 screws holding it in. We're now ready to see if we have fixed the hyperflashing. Both turn signals are working perfectly, and they look great.
Safer, smarter, brighter, better. We are Ayla Lighting.